to go to heaven?
A lot of y'all asking me questions right here.
Yeah. It's important.
Because hell is bad.
And it's
Hell
forever.
Forever.
I want to take off.
Somebody just asked me what else tonight my
I'll
last
say, hey,
night.
see you Thursday, man.
Number one. What if you died right now? Because we're always a hospital away from God. And God will judge you. Will he judge you as innocent or guilty?
I got an uncle in my face.
It doesn't matter what you believe. The thing is it true? Because like gravity, somebody would come to the building and say, I don't believe in gravity, and jump, or what's going to happen? Flat. Doesn't matter what they believe.
I'm going to become a pancake.
Doesn't matter what you believe. It is what is reality. The reality is, you die, Jesus is going to judge you. He'll judge you on your life. And if it's not good, you go to hell for all eternity. Which is bad.
What would it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You know? If you was in hell right now, you'd be like, man, I wish I'd listened to those two white dudes on that street corner that night. I wish I hadn't walked away from them. You know? There's a guy that was in hell, man. He was begging Abraham to send people to witness to his brothers that were still alive. Because he hated the place so bad. It was so miserable. He said he was in torment. You know? Why does God send us there? Because we lie, we steal, we look with lust, we fornicate, we use God's name in vain, and He does not take that stuff lightly at all. You know, like you and I, we might say it's no big deal. Somebody lies to me. What if somebody molested your little sister or your little brother or something like that? You and me would be furious, man. We want to kill that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, that dude molested my little kid brother and my little sister. We want justice. Same way God wants justice from us. He sees our sin worse than the way we would see a child molester. You know? So how do you get that sin cleared up, man? The stuff that you've done in the past. How do you get it cleared up?
That's where I can. Like I said, to the best of your knowledge, do what you believe in. It's still a belief, like either way it goes, it's still a belief.
Well, we're talking about what is reality. Look at reality. Yeah, this is reality. Gravity, water is wet, rocks are hard. That's reality.
What I believe in is almost reality. Then I'm just not speaking on right now.
Okay.
But what if you're wrong? What if what we're saying is true? You die, you end up at hell for all eternity.
What if you're wrong?
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. So I should be passing these cars out to y'all.
Now, what you should be doing is investigating who Jesus is.
Yep.
I did. Why is it? Let me ask y'all this question.
Okay.
Y'all Christians?
Yes, we are.
Why is there so many Bibles?
Why is there so many Bibles?
Yeah.
Well, my wife is from India, you know, and so the Indian people, they don't speak English, they don't speak Greek, and they don't speak Hebrew. So they translated the Bible from the Greek and Hebrew into her tongue, Hindi. And then she's got neighbors that live like in the same neighborhood, and they speak Telugu. So they made a translation from Telugu and English and Spanish and German and all these other languages. So it's easier to read, you know, because it'd be easier to read than trying to go and learn 2 separate or 3 separate languages.
I'm saying like different versions.
Sure. Depends on the text. You know, there's 5,300 texts that they pull from. So there's the originals are not there, but there's enough of the not original manuscripts, but there's 5,300 copies to get a really good idea what the original looked like. Now you have to understand, the Bible, they've tried to remove and burn the Bible more than 2 times from society. So the Bible has not always been like a book that proliferated. It was underground for a long time. You remember the Romans would crucify the Christians, they'd throw them to the lions. They do the same thing with their Bible, they'd burn them up. So it was a hidden book for a long time, man. It was under much persecution, you know?
So let me ask y'all this then. What y'all think about the original God taking back over?
Which one is that?
The original God?
Talking about the one in the Bible or another one?
Not the one in the Bible, the original.
That's all we
The
know.
black God.
God is spirit. There is no color. There's no color.
The gods and the goddesses.
Well, if you want to believe that, that's fine. But I'm saying,
How do you
have
get
you ever
proof?
really investigated Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Then you missed a lot of things. You missed the whole. If you're saying you investigated Jesus and you're talking to us the way you're talking, you have missed a whole bunch of stuff about Jesus.
I mean, yeah, you got to investigate the truth, man, because it's like, I hear a lot of people say that they believe in Allah. I hear other people say they believe in Krishna. A lot of people say they believe in Buddha. Some people say they believe in a black Jesus. I hear all kinds of stuff out here. But really, man, it's on us to investigate it, because there's things we feel comfortable with. I mean, for instance, I run into a lot of black guys and they're real comfortable with black Jesus because they're black and they're persecuted and they think Jesus is a liberator for black people. They think they're original Jews a lot of times, But when I look into it, man, and I go and I look at, I take a look at what they pull out of the scripture, a lot of times what I find is they've misused the scripture. Like I had a guy the other day that used Daniel chapter 12 as our Revelation chapter 1, where it talks about Jesus having white woolly hair, burnt bronze skin. But then the next verse down says he has eyes like a fire and a tongue like a sword. So I said, so that's literal there, but it's not literal over here. But it's on me to investigate it. You see, and just like you, it's on all of us to investigate it. So here's a question: how do you determine what's true? It's not what feels good, but what's true or false. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. That's why I believe in black supremacy. They were nice type of thing.
All right, man.